thank you, Jesus, thank you, Jesus, thank you, Jesus.
Welcome back to another Cloudy Minds podcast where things get a little too deep for service. So I had to take it to the clouds. Today I'm here with Cameron Rustick, aka Mixtape Cam.
Yes, sir. Yes,
You know what I'm
sir.
saying? How you feeling, bro? How you feeling?
Man, like the good James Brown used to say, man, I feel good. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling
feel
really
good.
great, man. I'm feeling really, really powerful right now. You know, I'm feeling like I'm finna conquer the world. You know, I appreciate you having me on your podcast and your platform and everything, man.
Oh, for sure, dog.
You already know. Much love, much love.
What would you say how's your 2024 going so far? Just like going into detail, like, mentally, physically, financial, spiritual, how it's been for you at least. You know what I'm
Bro. So I'll start mentally. Mentally, it's been a blessing, bro, because I've been learning a lot. You know, I've been learning through just reading, situations I've been in, just learning a lot. Uh, Other than that, 2024 has been. I definitely have the vision that I want. Like I found my vision and what I wanted to do in life. So, or to say my purpose. So, it's been a
purpose,
good.
just basically like with gifts or different things that you got to like expound throughout the world. What would you like say like you've done, or not you've done, but like what would you say is a big thing that you notice about like your purpose or you feel like you meant to do in this life?
Just lead, bro. You know, lead and teach, especially spiritually. But other than that, I would say like financially, like I've been really getting I've been having motion with this stock journey I've been practicing for a while. So
Where Forex?
yeah, forex more, yeah, forex, Bitcoin stuff like that. I've been having a little motion, bro. So ultimately, just ready to put my head down and get to work and build the system, aka business. So with having that vision and being in something like this for so long, 2024 has just really, I would say, mine's already been open, but it clouded the smoke, or it uncleared the smoke. You know what I'm saying? It cleared up.
Kind of like clear some things
Yeah,
up
yeah,
for
yeah,
sure.
yeah, definitely.
I
Because
feel like no, you go ahead.
yeah, I was gonna say because it's a lot going into something you can research like that. So what I'm saying, just having the right system to be able to teach others is what I've been working on. So yeah, it's been a pretty good year so far, brother.
I think the coolest thing about at least the most previous years that we've been going through, at least coming out of like COVID areas, it's just like been really life has been really punctual on information. Like everything is about we're just in the era of information.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not that the stuff wasn't there, but it's just a lot more accessible than it used to be.
Yeah, yeah.
And so I think whether you're trying to grow spiritually, mentally, physically, it's just everything is more there. Everything is more prevalent to where it's like if you want it, you can have it, you can get it.
Absolutely.
But it's like who's willing to go that length to learn, who's willing to go that length to grow. And
Facts.
for me, man, it's been a lot of eye-opening stuff as well. You know what I'm saying? Just
Nothing wrong with that.
going pretty much just keep going deeper into purpose, calling, which I relate to that as well. I don't know if you probably seen the podcast with me and Lamont.
Yeah, I watched a little bit of it.
Yeah, we was
Shout out
talking
to
about
them.
like we was talking about like leadership and teaching and stuff like that. And I was just telling them about like, yo, like our family is very multi-talented, whether it's
Big, bro.
like spiritually, whether it's what we can do with our hands, what we can do with our bodies, like athleticism. It's
Yup.
just we got a lot of talent here, and so I was just like, yo, we gotta make sure we don't get in a place of stagnancy where we just not doing nothing with it because we got so much potential. I think what I do want to say what's crazy is I don't know if you knew this, but your last name. Okay, so our family name is Rustick.
Right.
Your last name Literally,
I
bro,
know you wanna say
pause.
something crazy.
Yeah,
bro.
hold on. Pause the video. Actually, keep it playing. Swipe it out. Put it in a little sidebar.
Yeah.
Go to the internet and type in Roostic. You ain't gonna find nobody else with that name.
Nah.
Nobody else, bro. And that's one of the craziest things that I just found out. Like Roostic's, like the name itself is set apart from everybody else.
It really is, man. It really is.
Like how do knowing that you, not even to make it all about names, but to me that's something interesting because it's like, yo, like you can't find anything else with the name Roostic.
Yeah,
So it's
yeah.
like what, like how do you perceive
How I
that?
cope with all of that? Like,
Not even just cope, but just like, I mean, knowing that you got that type of name, knowing that you got like, there's obviously with that, because that's tangible evidence. Like, yo, we have something here. Not just a last name, not just talent, not just background where I came from, but like, I have something here. Like, how does that feel to know like you are one in a million with that type of
yeah,
background?
bro. It's very important to know where you come from, man, and especially, digging inside your roots and your grandfathers and your great grandfathers and finding out who they were. You know what I'm saying? Because ultimately, they're a part of us. So
Right.
like for you, it'd be Paw, yeah, Paw. You know, and then my dad, like, and then of course, what he does with the ministry and everything. It's just I've seen we have very strong leadership in our name, and uh, me knowing that, I just try my hardest to walk in that light of leadership and that light of success and abundance. You know what I'm saying? So, um, yeah, you got to know where you come from, and yeah, the Roostic name is a very powerful name as well.
For sure.
Yeah, so
Have you ever looked up like the meaning of Roostic?
no, I haven't. Well, I think I think I have it a couple times, but like I couldn't get like a real.
I mean,
Like,
I
solid
feel like
meaning
it's
of
so.
it.
I feel like it's really unique. I don't even know if they have one like a specific. I wanna look it up to see if I can
Yeah.
find something.
Why you doing that, bro? What led you to do this podcast? I know you've been doing YouTube for a while now. So, but like, what made you like ultimately put your foot down and want to do the podcast?
Boy, look. Okay, cause look at this. So when I was doing YouTube, here's the thing. Cause I told a couple of people. I didn't tell too many people, but when I was doing YouTube, I was doing pranks. If y'all been on the channel, y'all know me. I've been doing pranks, which I've done like a lot of videos, and I've only done it for like a couple. I started out some months, and then once I got an iPhone, that's when I really started like going heavy with it. So I was only doing for like a month or two in, and so I actually was getting pretty decent traction. So I was getting like 300, 400, 800 views on my videos, and I was doing pretty well. But at some point, I just felt like I hit a place of like maturity, at least like spiritually, and it was just like, bro, like at the end of the day, I don't. What is this entailing? Because it's like I feel like my motives behind it was the wrong motives. Because it was like, really, what I wanted to do was just be popular, be famous. I just wanted to jump up there, and then on top of that, mind you, this is the time I was like single, and I'm still trying to figure out stuff like, dealing with this as a man and talking to women and blah 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 whatever.
How old were you about?
Probably like this was around like 19, 20, 20-ish, 20, 21.
Still finding your way.
Yeah, finding my way and
Still growing.
I was like, what really inspired me was Avery B. I don't know if y'all know who that is, but I subbed to him at like 200K. He got like almost $1 million now, but he's really what like kind of motivated me to get in there because he was like doing his thing and he already had I don't know if he had a Corvette yet, but like 200K was already like buying his dream car, doing all this other stuff. So I'm like, bro, like
what's up?
Like, what am I doing? Like I'm sitting here watching this dude like in and out every day. Like I could be doing something.
Yeah.
So that's how I took it. I was just like, bro, I'm gonna just full throttle. I was doing pranks. I was looking for any
Any piece of
any
content.
idea. Like when I say like I would hop on Tinder, like I had some good ideas too, but I would hop on Tinder and I would like talk to girls, but like also like when I linked up with them, I'd be like, hey, like I'm gonna be recording like vlogging and stuff like, and that's how I like sometimes I'll prank some girls and I'll do this and I'll just go off of that. But yeah, like at some point, I was going through like some spiritual stuff and the Lord was speaking to me, and He was just like it felt like a means to nothing. Like what am I really doing with myself? And I think I told to
you weren't having like I feel like it's because you weren't giving like real strong impact. You know what I'm saying? What do you think?
yeah, like I would say because at least my reason, right? Because at the time my main reason was because I wanted to find a girl. Like, I wanted to have more access to women. So, like, once I do blow up, all the girls gonna want to flock to me. Everybody want to be in the video.
Yeah, I can relate.
Well,
Yeah,
like this is when I was watching Miami the Kid. I was
Yeah.
watching this one dude Bubba Ray. Nah, that's one of his songs. Bubba Ray Dudley. Hold on, let me see his name.
You just wanted that attention grab, huh? Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I feel like that's how we all start out, bro. Like, I don't know, the social media is the funny thing about social media is anybody can become anything you want. You know what I'm saying? You can become a YouTuber, a stylist, fashionist, anything you want with social media. So I feel like, especially in 2020, that's when everybody was hands down trying to make content, trying to really just do something. Everybody was in the house bored at that time, so
Yeah, brother. It might have been. I'm trying to think. Was that even? No, it was. Yeah, it was. Cause COVID hit around like mid 19 maybe, but it was like around
yeah, it was
somewhere in
definitely like
there.
2020 for sure.
But I was watching all these different YouTubers, and I saw them doing like stuff I wanted to do. So that was just my main motivator. And I had a conversation with my homie Dejan Price, and he said like, hey, like the spirit told me like, basically like he said I'm trying to remember what he said, but he said something like, basically like kind of along the lines like, what are you doing with your time?
Yeah, how
Like are
fast
you
it works.
really doing anything like for me? Basically, not him, but like God. And I'm just like thinking, I'm like, you know what, bro? Like I really ain't been doing nothing to whatever. So that's when I just like kind of lost the passion for it, because I had already kind of slowed down a little bit, because it was like I was trying to upload the videos and my stuff was just keep messing up. Not that, but it was like the storage. It was just like acting weird, and I was doing on like iMovie and stuff. So at some point, I was like, hey, it is what it is, bro. And so I started walking on this journey. But when I got on this podcast, bro,
I'm loving the podcast, bro. It's tough.
I
I love it.
appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you. I can assuredly say it's not by my will, bro. Like I wanted to do the podcast, but because I was working at Walmart at the time when I lived on Missouri side.
Yep.
And so I was working at Walmart at the time, and I was like just listening, sometimes sermons, but then I was also listening to a lot of podcasts like Joe Rogan. You got Bradley Moore, and then Shay, like the Shay Club. Like I was just listening to a bunch of different like podcasts. And so one day I just had an epiphany. Like I like talking, like having deep thoughts and deep conversations with people. And then on top of that, I know a lot of people like that I could have good conversations with.
Yeah.
Why don't I just do this? Like I was like, why don't I just do it?
Why not?
So I'm like, shoot, let me go and do it. And it's not like, and it's not because the thing I say is not everybody got the skill to do something. Like everybody wants to rap. Everybody wants to sing.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to be an athlete. Everybody wants to do this, but not everybody has the skill to actually pursue it.
That's not
So
their
I'm like,
strength.
yeah. So I'm like, bro, if I got the ability, like I got the focus, I could do it. I got the ability to talk to people, I could do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, why not?
Yeah.
So I just jumped into it. And then the name, it was just speaking to me, bro. Like one time I posted on, I don't know if you remember, but I posted the name on Instagram. I was like, hey, Cloudy Minds or Too Deep for the Net. Most people voted like Too Deep for the Net, but I was like, that just seemed too generic. I don't.
Yeah, Cloudy Minds, it flow way better. Than
Yeah. It's different. Like who else you see named Cloudy Minds podcast? Like come on now.
Nobody.
But yeah, the Lord showed me some things about the podcast later on. So like I prayed about it. I like even like past dreams I had, like kind of confirmed it. Like was telling me like, yo, I got to do this. Like I genuinely believe like God's gonna use this platform, for other people to learn. He's gonna use this platform for His word to get out as well as just having fun and having good conversations.
What you're doing right now is extremely motivating and
I appreciate that.
Cause bro, like even just like I've seen your progression from the years, bro. Cause I always rock with you, bro, and I just seen like the progression. It's like, man, that's motivating in itself. And then plus on top of this, he's actually like taking a sector out of the video and talking about God and leadership and commitment, purpose, drive, stuff like that. That'll actually give the listener growth. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So instead of just pointless content. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm just giving you your flowers on that point.
I appreciate
you know what I'm saying? Progression is key in where we're trying to go in life.
I think it's like it's so many. I want to say this because like, okay, one thing that I learned is that when it comes to you figuring out like your purpose and stuff, whatever makes you upset, like whatever you're passionate, like make you upset but like passionate about, is more entailed to something that you should be doing. So like for me, if I see like say I watch a podcast or I'm like, which I love Joe Rogan, but sometimes obviously
he's that guy.
even obviously he's not like a Christian. And so he'll say some things about Christianity and he don't got the full scope of what it is. Or somebody else will say something. Or they'll just talk about like manlyhood or women or different stuff. But not to inflict my own thoughts on it. But it's like I want to come with a place of transparency and truth.
Yeah.
So let's take away all the bias and let's get down to the nitty gritty. For me, that brought out like passion in me. Like, bro, like I don't like false information.
Yeah, like we gonna do something about it.
If we gonna keep it real, we gonna keep it real.
Yeah.
I don't like being around the bush. I don't like sugarcoating everything. Like, be real. Like, and then on top of that, like I've had moments where I've taught people, which is funny enough because I played Fortnite back then when it first came out. I was grinding hard on it. But there was a time actually it was like I actually tried to like
crazy.
Yeah. I was like I'm gonna just like try and teach people. Like I'm gonna teach people how to play. And I actually made a couple people pretty decent.
Bro.
But
that's what it's about, bro. Just learning something and teaching, bro. Like that's what I want to do. Like I've learned a couple systems. I want to build a community. I'm building a community, and then I'm teaching at a scale to where they can learn, and it's all about walking so other people can run.
Facts.
So yeah, I mean, I love the thought of teaching and putting people on information and stuff like that because it's like I feel like there's two levels of it. There's success stories, and then there's the information. Like first, people are sometimes like, I don't know, like scared to take that leap of faith into starting that business or whatever because they simply don't have the success story, or they don't know anyone who's achieved that goal, or they don't have the information. So, I mean, what we doing here is we trying to clear that, and we trying to, push a narrative of, first off, learning, you gotta, if you don't learn anything, you can't be progressive. So, you gotta learn the steps on how to achieve that goal you want to achieve. And then after that, just going out and having the right mindset,
Yeah, that low key brought me conviction a couple of times just because like that same thing you said. In order to teach, you have to learn. You have to be in a place of learning.
Yeah.
Which is funny because like, but that's what I'm saying. Like even with like small attributes about a person's character or your character. So say like, and I talked to somebody about this too, in another podcast. But it was just saying like how your characteristics as a child and growing up attributes to who you are as like an adult in your calling and purpose.
Yeah.
So like for me, like I say, like I would want to teach people or I would want to learn or do certain stuff, right? And then even when I played sports, it was like, oh, you're very coachable. You're like a sponge. Like you can learn quick. Like I have the ability to learn quick. You know what I'm saying? And like all of that stuff attributes to now because like if I'm gonna be teaching hundreds, thousands of people, I would have to be able to hop on a program. All right, this thing, I'm gonna learn it. I'm gonna experience it, going through it, retain it, And then now when I got the information, it's on the next thing. Then when it's like I got all these different people, it's like, oh, I can hand you this. Oh, you got that problem? I got you on that. Oh, this, all right, bam. So it's just like everything has to be learned or experienced. Learned or experienced.
I feel like experience is the best teacher.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I'm sure you already know.
For sure. Because it's not even just head knowledge, but it's like I know what it felt like to go through that.
You get that emotional connection to what you're trying to do.
Exactly. It's like it's a different level when you can experience. When I say experience, I say like seasoned. Like I'm seasoned in that. You know what I'm saying? Like I like that's what I like to use because it's like because if you take a piece of chicken, right? 2 pieces of chicken. You got one that's bland and you got the other one that's seasoned, right? You got that salt, the pepper, paprika, you know what I'm saying, the tenderizer, you know what I'm saying, all of that. And then you got the other piece of chicken that's got salt and pepper.
Making me hungry right now.
You know what I'm saying? you gonna have these 2 pieces of chicken. You gonna put them in the oven, you gonna take them out, and you gonna be like, one chicken's like, oh, I'm good, but you ain't really got all that good season that I want. Like I'm looking for something that's gonna
I like that.
Be good. It's gonna taste good. It's gonna make me like feel like, you know what I'm saying. Sometimes you eat food, it's like, oh man, like it just make you feel warm and cozy. But like you ain't got all the seasoning I need. So how you gonna, if you're not willing to be seasoned, how are you gonna be able to provide me with what I want? Yeah. If you're not gonna if you're not gonna be willing to go through the things to get you flavored, how are you going to expect to give me what I want as far as like my pleasure and the flavor? You know what I'm saying? Like
satisfaction and stuff.
Yeah,
like
how you gonna satisfy me in that?
I feel like there's a lot of men portraying that they're seasoned and they're really not.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of imposers out here. It's a crazy world out here, man. You know.
Oh yeah.
People out here trying to scam and you know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy.
No, I ran into a scamming dude.
I remember my Instagram guys. Man,
you know who Glow J is?
Who?
Glow J.
Glow J.
Dang, bro. The dude that be walking up to, he used to when he started out, walked up to cars and would ask them, "Hey, what do you do for work?" And now he goes up to like different financial people and be like, "Hey, there's a nice house."
I remember, bro. And he used to come up to the car and be like, "What do you do?" Yeah.
That dude. Apparently, because I seen someone on TikTok, I guess it was a fake account or something, I don't know. And so they got me on WhatsApp, and I wasn't really engaging too much in it, but I kind of knew from the jump. So I just left it alone, and then I went to his Instagram, and I texted him. He texted me back, and I was like, "Is this you?" And he was like, "Hey, I got a question for you." I was like, "Yeah, what's up?" He was like, "You just trying to merch off me, or are you trying to learn?" And I'm like, "Huh?" I'm like, "What?" And he just got like, I don't know, he was just like hostile. So it just threw me off. But it was like I don't like.
Was it the real account or was it somebody else?
It was the first dude on the
was fake,
WhatsApp was fake. The second thing, it looked like it was a real account because he had the check mark. He had some million views or followers and stuff like that.
Yeah, he might have texted you back and shit.
But he was on. But to me, I was like, what's your deal? Like to me, that's why I don't care what your status is. I don't care like where you come from. Like I only like to speak with genuine people because it's like that seemed very disingenuous. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like I was just like, I'm just asking a question. Is this you or not? And he's just like, he took it as, oh, you trying to get over on me? Like you just trying to take. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
But I told my friend, I was like, hey, I got beef now with dude, bro. I guess so. I don't know.
You funny for that. Yeah, I mean, he probably just got sensitive, bro. I don't know. He probably just had a long day or something, you know.
I have no idea. Hey, good luck to him, though. But
the sensitivity nowadays is off the charts.
Oh, what's that one quote people be quoting, or even Joe Rogan quoted?
What he said?
It said something like, hard times make weak men. Weak men make hard times. Hard times make strong men. Yeah, it's like that. I can't remember exactly.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going through something and it's a hard time, the outcome you're going to be stronger than what you came in from. So.
Oh, for sure. So. But the thing I think like nowadays, it's just a lot of weak men though,
Yeah,
just in general.
most
Because
definitely.
like you think about it, we had World War II, we had World War I, we had the Vietnam War, and then after that it's just like we just been settling. So
Yeah.
it's like we have a lot of strong men that were there, but as time goes on, now it's just binking down to now it's weak men. Now people cutting off they. I'm not trying, you know what I'm saying? People are doing some wild stuff,
Which is
cutting
that's
off
just
genitals and all this crazy,
That's
wild,
just
like,
crazy, man.
I, bro, I saw somebody on a post. They said they trying to flip the script to say basically if you don't nowadays how men are or boys are nowadays is if you get upset with your girl trying to be promiscuous, then you a weak man. Bro, what? I'm like, hold on. I'm saying
Oh, that's crazy.
I'm
It was
weak
a post that
because
said that.
it was something like a video or like a
Yeah.
podcast or
See,
I don't know,
man.
like it's something. But I'm just like, how are y'all?
That's
How are
bro.
y'all this
That's
confused?
wild. Yeah, that's completely bro, mind boggling. Like they really trying to play games on us, bro. Especially in the black community, bro. It's crazy how many white friends I have that don't deal with shit like this. When it comes to finding their relationships and shit like this. But in the black community, bro, we gotta argue about going 50-50. You got young girls actually encouraged by Sexy Red. You know what I'm saying? Not to knock a Sexy Red. Like she can do her thing, that's cool, but it's like I mean, when we talk about culture, like we had to redefine culture as us. You know what I'm saying? Because you say culture, you're talking about music, money, sex, drugs, which is all basically like not healthy for us. You know what I'm saying? So like our culture is really corrupted and like it starts with the mind. Like I just feel like we gotta do better as a unity and realize what's actually right from wrong versus what's popular and not. You
I
know?
mean, the influencer is becoming the
Yeah,
influenced
man,
because like, and
we're
I
cooked.
think. I think is we in a place of like lack of knowing ourselves. At least when it comes, at least for my piece on the like black
I feel it.
predominant community, like we don't even know ourselves in order to adjust ourselves. You know what I'm saying? You can't fix fix your pants if you don't know your belt size. Like,
Yeah, that's why I said in the beginning, bro. Like it's very important to like realize that, like, yo, we were kings before we were enslaved, and like really life, like we were actually like rich and kings and own land and all this stuff. So it's like fast forward to now, it's like what are we doing? Like it's just
it's in the
it's
mindset.
wild, yeah.
It's
It's
in the mindset.
mindset,
It's how you want to carry yourself.
yeah.
For me, I
And
just
influence, bro. Influence is the biggest one,
and
especially
influence.
with social media now. Like it's weird because it's like you'll have a kid and he'll grow up in a house, but like where is he really getting his influence from? Like, is it from like school, social media? Like
Well,
nowadays, it's totally different, bro.
it's all from doctrination
Yeah.
because there can be good doctrine, there can be bad doctrine.
Mhm.
It all depends on where your doctrines are coming from, or what doctrines you're accepting, and then what ideology you have.
Yeah.
Because everybody has different ideologies on their perspective of life and who they are and
Yeah.
how they
And
view
that's
it.
cool. And that's cool.
And everybody has free will. They have their own mind, their own consciousness. But I mean, some are a little bit more dangerous than others.
Yeah.
Because I mean,
Most
you have
definitely.
people that go their whole life live in a certain way. They go their whole life that they live in, but they're not really living. They're just living in this. I want to say the system, but like in a system of thinking to where it's just like it's a means to nothing. So
Yeah.
if I go to work, I sleep, drink, I'm just going on a cycle. That's
Yeah.
just it.
Yeah.
That's
You know,
just my
just
whole life.
like a everyday cycle. You know, with um, yeah, just living that everyday cycle of going to work and home, like work, home, like I don't know. For me personally, bro, I live like real life GTA. You know, so I'm like literally, like it might sound crazy or
Real
whatever,
life
but
GTA.
like it's just real life GTA. Like you can really do whatever you really want to. You just gotta
It's
have
like
the
your
right
own game
the
character.
right information, get you a good little mentor, and really lock in and you can conquer shit, bro. Like
Do you have a mentor?
I got a few mentors, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, one of them is his name is 19 Keys. Another one is Les Brown. I like to listen to bro Les Brown. Wall Street Trapper. He's a good one too. Talks about finances and stuff like that. But yeah, um, what you consume daily is gonna be your navigation of life. So if you consume bad music, bad information, you eat bad, you know what I'm saying? Like you eating a lot of fast food and stuff, like you're gonna be sluggish. Like, you know.
I mean, just like the Bible said, like, so a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. Cause it's like, I mean, in your heart, that's
What
like,
verse is that?
it's like Proverbs
What did he say?
8. It's so man
Proverbs. I
thinketh
love the book of Proverbs, bro.
is one of the books of wisdom.
Yes.
But so man thinketh in his heart, so is he. Basically, in telling like what I am in my heart is tied to my soul and how I feel, and all these different things. Because the first thing that speaks half the time is your feelings. If I see someone beating on a woman, the first thing that's gonna speak is my heart. Like, oh, I don't like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
So now in my head, I'm thinking I'm gonna protect this person. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, so a man thinking in his heart, so is he. So if it's like, if you're not checking how you feel or what's going on in your heart, is going to show how through your actions because of how you think. So it's like it goes
Yeah.
in a full cycle to where you just like
I was gonna say though, environment is stronger than nature. So
exactly.
that's why you gotta get you a good group of fellas and good group of females, and you know, so y'all can build off of each other. You know what I'm saying? So like I'm finna start hanging around you more. I ain't gonna lie, like I ain't seen you in a minute, bro. It's been a
For
little
real.
minute, but like when I watch you from a distance, it's like, man,
But
like
that's what I'm saying, because like when you have your like environment, especially as a kid, like environment
it's
makes
stronger than
makes
nature.
a
Yeah,
person. So if you
yeah,
in your
especially as a kid.
environment, it's affecting how you feel or how you see things. It's gonna make you start thinking a certain way, and I was
Right.
gonna start acting upon those thoughts. So
That's correct.
if I'm in the streets, right? I'm in the streets. I'm daily going through pain. I'm going through suffrage. I'm seeing my niggas getting killed. This girl just backdoored somebody. Like I'm
Yeah,
going
a
through
lot
this
of
on a
arguments, a lot
daily.
of stealing,
Exactly. Like
lying,
on a day.
shit like
That's
that.
my environment. So it's like whatever's going on in my heart now, I'm gonna think that way by response, and then I'm just gonna act upon it. So it's like also another. I'll drop another Bible verse on you. A man, he who seeks understanding will find understanding. He who places him around wise counsel will become wise. So if it's like it's another entail
Was that
like
Proverbs too, or was that something different?
I think it's Matthew. It might be Matthew.
Matthew.
It might be Proverbs actually.
Okay.
I'll send it to you after the podcast. I'll send it to you. I promise.
How often you read, bro?
I
You
read.
be reading every day?
We're supposed to read every day. I do my best to read when I can.
I feel.
If not every day, then every other day.
What you do, just like a couple pages or 5 pages?
Sometimes chapters. Sometimes it could be like a daily verse. I'll read like one or two. If I like didn't read all day, like I'll go before I go to sleep. I'll probably like read one or two.
That's great.
Or I'll just like meditate on a verse. If it's like if it really spoke to me, I'll read that, meditate on it like before bed or like whatever I'm doing throughout the day. Just like that spoke. Like there was one that spoke earlier to me, bro. It was so deep. I'll try. I can't remember what it was, but I just saw it. It was in Ecclesiastes 7. Ecclesiastes 7:12. Whatever that is, look it up. Matter of fact, I'm gonna look it up right now. Ecclesiastes 7:12. It was low key kind of cool.
Yeah.
Ecclesiastes.
I've been liking how you've been having the family on the podcast, man.
Oh yeah.
You've been bringing the family close.
Yeah, I had a couple people on. I started with
Bro,
Justin.
I haven't seen nobody, bro. Like, I don't know. I just be MIA, I guess. But I ain't.
I mean, everybody be doing their own thing, low key.
Yeah.
but it's just really, it's a really matter of like bringing everybody together. Like who's gonna want to bring everybody together and do this. We're gonna do this. Okay, like let's actually make effort to go out. Let's make effort to let's all hang out or go on a
I
double
tell you
date.
what though, you. Let's see, me, you. Who else would it be? Taylor, Maya, Jeremiah, Josh. We all gotta take a trip.
Oh yeah,
We gotta get up out of here. We gotta go.
You know what
take
we
a
need to
trip.
do? We need to go like I want to go to like Italy or something. Just go
Yeah.
something like something.
Get out the U.S. You gotta get out the U.S., bro. This is real life. Get out.
But I got you on a verse. So Ecclesiastes 7:12 is what I was talking about. For wisdom is defense, money is defense, but the excellency of knowledge is that wisdom giveth life to them that have it. So it's like wisdom, money is a safeguard. Obviously, like the Bible, like it says, like you can't serve two masters. Either you serve money, mammon, or you serve God. But it also tells you like, bro, and I don't know if you know this, but like stuff like that is like spirit. Like money is a spiritual, but it's like a neutral spiritual entity.
Yeah,
So it's like
currency.
that's why that's exactly, bro. That's
Yeah.
why it says like the Bible says you can't serve two gods, plural. Not saying like money is a god, but it's like you can have a false god, right? So I can serve, I could do this, I can like only want money, be about my whole entire existence, or I could be about God, and it's like I can use money at my expense. Like okay, it's a tool because it's supposed to be a tool. So it's like wisdom is a defense, knowledge is a defense, what you know. Especially when it comes to like spiritual things, and then money, the defense. Like I can use that, say like COVID. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't because I have money, I can fly private. Because I got money, I don't have to wear a thing or a mask because I can go wherever I want. Because I got money, I don't have to answer to a boss to tell me to get the job and do all this and blah blah whatever. Like that's a defense. It's a defense mechanism. You know what I'm saying? Like power.
That's what it's meant to be. It's a tool
Yeah.
to get you where you want to go in life.
Oh yeah, because like power is a certain power, and I'm not saying go after power. I'm just saying like certain things when you get to certain levels, it's easier to handle. Like I'll say like this, right? People of money and influence don't have the same problems as people that are in poverty.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Life's
Like
just easier with it.
it's more accessibility.
Yeah.
You get what I'm
I ain't
saying?
gonna cap.
So,
Get you some money, man. If you ain't got no money, young, don't be out trying to have no fun, young man. Get your pockets right.
he said
man.
no funny on.
Yeah.
And also like the excellency of knowledge is that wisdom giveth life to them that have it. So obviously
give life to them to have.
not everybody has wisdom. Not everybody is wise in life. But when you do have it, it produces you with life, meaning it'll add more years onto your life because you are living more wise. So it's like
that.
if I'm today, like bro, you can't live stupid. I can't go like I ain't even told people about this. I had a little situation I got into with this dude, right? Not even that I got into it, right? But
What happened? Tell us. What's up?
I hit up. Okay, so this was like
You let bro
probably
press
some
you. Let
months
bro
ago.
press you.
Nah, it was some months ago, like a fat minute ago.
Okay.
But it was like even when I lived at the old house. So I was dating Erica at the time, right? And some dude hit her up on Facebook or something. He was just like, oh, blah blah whatever. I slid up and I just like I grabbed her phone. I'm like, hey, like chill out. She got a man. She was like, I was like move around.
Right.
And so he got butt hurt and he was like, oh, blah blah whatever. You want beef? I was like, I ain't even looking for nothing, but I was like, if you looking for a problem, mind you, this is when I was like, I was still carnal. I wasn't like even really spiritual like I was supposed to be doing. Like I was being disobedient in the Lord's will. That's what I'll say. But this was going on, and anyways, we stopped talking, whatever. It just left it alone. This dude, I forgot about this dude. I forgot he even existed.
Right.
He hit like a month or two ago, hit up my phone and her phone
You said
randomly.
a month or two ago.
Like recently. So this was months apart from when we last had the interaction from. Randomly just hit her up and was like, oh, like I know where you at, blah blah, this and that. So I'm like, I'm like, bro, if you looking for a problem, stop trying to go to her. Why you going through the female to have an issue? I was like, who
Yeah.
is this? Cause I'm like trying to figure out who it is. Like, I don't know this dude, and it's a no number. So I'm like, who is this? And he like, oh, don't worry about blah blah. So I go in and he sent me like, I go and type in his information to like Cash App to figure out like the name and stuff, like the number. So it pop up the picture. I'm like, oh, it's this dude. I'm like, I forgot you even existed. So I texted him back. I'm like, bro, you looking,
still
you
on
trying
that?
so hard to be street that you looking for anybody to beef with. I'm like, that's silly. And then on
That's
top of that,
lame.
like, honestly, like if you a real, this is how I see it, right? If you a real street dude, no dude is finna just go beef with just anybody. Cause like at the end of the day, if you smart,
a real street dude don't be on that, bro.
exactly, they if anything, most of not the youngest, but most dudes that really like live life like that, they really try to avoid it unless they got to, do something. Most people are like born into that where they got no option to do it. So it's like just how you move, and I could tell like you want to be in that life. You're not about that life. And then on top of that, you text me from a 913 number, bro. Like, bro, like what? I don't know nobody in the street or that life that got a 913. I'm not. I'm
913 is Kansas though.
exactly. That's what I'm saying, bro. I'm like, hey, look. At the end of the day, bro. Hey, when it came to that, bro, I'm just saying, like, I prayed for him, like, probably I didn't like interact with him, but I prayed for him. I was just like, like the Holy Spirit checked me, and I was just like, bro, like, I could really, cause at first this is what I was gonna do, cause I was at work and I was about to text him. I was like, hey, just pull up, like, I'll meet you in the alleyway and we could just run the ones. But right when I was about to, he started sending me pictures of guns and stuff. I'm like,
Yeah, I knew he was gonna. Yeah,
I'm
I was
like,
just finna say
I'm
he
like,
ain't finna do that.
okay, one, bro,
I'll be mad. Bro, I don't know why. Like, I love fighting, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I
Man,
love a good
stop.
squabble, bro. Like, we squabble, knock the shit out, cool. End of it. You know what I'm saying? But like nowadays, everybody got to bring up a gun and shit, and
But here's my
talk
thing
about
though,
gun
like,
this, gun that. It's like,
if you
man,
gon' first off, this is my breaking down. Here's a lot of things wrong with this. You send me a gun, so I know what you have now. That's one.
yeah,
Two, you just made evidence for me to say that I was self defense. So if anything happens legally, I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
you got a good
So
point.
you moving stupid, cause if something happened, something pop off, and I needed to shoot back, and he died, and they like, well, why'd you kill him? Oh, it's self defense. How do we know that?
Yeah.
Oh, well, this happened. So it's
Yeah,
like, oh,
you got a
okay, you
point.
good. So it's like you already slipping up, and then on top of that, he lucky that he took it off. But I took his picture, and I was gonna reverse like look at the location to see where he was
What you
at.
mean? What picture?
Cause like if you send a picture to somebody, you can save the picture and then on your camera roll
It'll show
swipe
you-
up and
it'll
it'll
show
show
you
their
where it's at.
location
Yeah.
where they took it
Yeah.
at. So I was gonna hit him with that, and I was like I said, I ain't saying I was gonna do nothing. I'm just saying like I was just gonna prove to him how dumb he moving. That's all I'm saying. I was just gonna prove to him how dumb he moving. Cause I like look, I'm a man of God. I'm not claiming to be like nothing.
So all this happened like over Erica, or over the female.
Low key, but I was like, that's not even your girl. So why you like he? But this is what I'm saying. Like dudes get upset so quick, and that's why I say like it's a bunch of weak men. Cause like a female operates off her emotions. Then you got all these young dudes that's operating off their emotions.
Yeah.
Somebody look at them wrong. Oh, why you looking at me like?
Yeah.
Bro, who acts like that?
That's true.
Who acts like that? You go down to the city, you look at a girl, she go, boo, why you looking at me like that? Like, bro, you doing the exact same thing a female do. Like, come on,
Yeah.
bro, tighten up. Like, it don't make no
I mean,
sense.
Yeah, today's society is very, I feel like it's corrupted with a lot of madness and toxicity.
It is. It's very
Yeah.
potent, very toxic.
I mean, from our communities to even, I'm big on what we eat, bro.
Mm.
I like taking care of my body and stuff like that. So so instantly, bro. Like, you say it's a lot of weak men. I'm saying that because I'm agreeing because instantly it's a lot about the food we eat.
Unhealthy.
Yeah, it's unhealthy. A lot of estrogen, a lot of
Oh yeah.
bad ingredients that
I ain't
You
gonna
know.
lie. I ate what a burger today.
Yeah,
Nah,
I
I,
mean, it's cool to have cheat days, bro.
I failed on that one, but
I feel like the biggest thing is awareness, though. Like, we gotta be like aware of what we doing. Like, can you actually like, if a young brother is out here doing something stupid, but he's not aware of like what he's doing, like you know what I'm saying? Like, he just needs help. But like, if you aware of these conditions of the world and like you still moving a certain type of way, like you didn't obviously, you know,
yeah, I mean,
you didn't.
even with the food stuff, bro, like
Yeah, like the food is
I
crazy.
mean, it's just, but that if I ever move to any other country, that's mainly why because I'm a food dude. Like
Yes, you are. Yeah.
I really love food, bro. I'll make
You
it,
do,
I'll
bro.
cook
You
it,
can
I'll
eat a
post it.
meal.
I can eat a little pickup meal real
Yeah.
quick.
Oh God, you
But
can.
the thing is, like for me, it's like, you know what Yuka is? Yuka app,
Yuka?
Yuka app,
UK?
UKA.
Nah.
What? Wait, why UKA? It's basically it's an app. So whenever you go shopping or you go to the store, you can scan it to see what they got in it. So if they put like a bunch of preservatives, they'll tell you
Yeah.
in detail what the
Yeah.
chemicals is. If they put chemicals in it, if they put like red dye 40, if they did
Yeah,
this to it,
yeah.
if it's non-GMO, like all of that, they'll tell you in the scan, and it'll like give a rating if you should eat it, if it's better for you or not. So like that's what I've been doing. Like if
You
I
said
go,
Yuka?
yeah, Yuka app,
I need to check
and
that out.
it's still kind of new, but it has I say like 80% of the stuff in the store, not medicines, but like 80 to 90% of the stuff in the store you can
The
scan,
medicine's going crazy.
and
Too, bro.
it'll tell you right off
The
rip.
medicines, bro, is a literal loop, bro.
Facts.
Like if someone's sick, bro, they're bound to get a prescription from the CVS, whatever, from the doctor, right?
Oh yeah.
Bro, that's only like a temporary fix. Like that's not gonna actually cure whatever the person's going through.
Most dev. I mean,
Like
they make big pharma make money off of
I
that.
was just watching a thing about Big Pharma, like bro, like
Yeah,
they it's like literally they give you just enough for you to have to come back. You know what I'm saying? And resubscribe to their
cause you gotta think, bro. Like we got the people, then we got the companies that care about money. Then you got the government. You got the people above the government that just care about power.
yeah.
Or no, government cares about power. The people above that just cares about influence. So it's like to fit their agenda. So it's just like all of this stuff, unless like, and it's not even to say like, oh, fixate. Cause me personally, I relate to that. I like everything like food, paying attention to certain stuff going on in the government. Like because it's important because that's your way of living or like that's your way of life because everything up there is trickling down here. So it's
Yeah.
like if you don't know what's going on, you're gonna be more susceptible to get swept away by the wave
Yeah.
that's coming after.
Awareness. That's all. You gotta
Awareness.
be aware, bro. Like
So, gotta be.
it's corrupted. That was out to kill, to steal, and destroy. You know. So
But that, bro, that's another reason why I've prayed for like, but like, bro, like I said, like wisdom and like praying for wisdom and discernment, bro. That'll keep you also
yeah,
out of
that's big.
a lot of stuff because you can have like worldly wisdom and knowledge where it's like, oh, I know about the government, I know how to handle finances, I know how to do this, blah blah whatever. Then you have like spiritual wisdom where it's like you also have the ability to discern between speaking and talking. I shouldn't be talking to this person, or I shouldn't be in this area, or even go deeper, or like I know I know how to place myself financially because this is coming. I just see like this is coming spiritually, or I see this type of energy is coming in this area. So just like you position yourself a little differently.
Yeah, I feel like in order to be a good spiritual person, you have to be a good disciplined person. Because you have to once that spirit hits you, okay, oh boom, I'm doing something in the wrong. Like then comes the discipline area. Like okay, are you gonna continue going this route, or are you gonna fix your actions and do the right thing? So that's why I said spirituality and discipline. You gotta have both to really get that full God body mode. Because say if you're in an environment where you're doing something you're not supposed to be doing, like you need that thought, that spirit to be like, okay, I'm in the wrong. And then after that, it's the okay, let's take action. Let's actually do something about it. So that's why you gotta be fully tapped in, all the way locked in, bro. Like you gotta stay on your 10 toes, cause you gotta read your word and
It's a serious life out here.
Yeah.
I know we spoke about like one thing is AI, because that was something I definitely need to mention.
Yeah, bro.
That's
AI
one of the
right.
biggest changes that's about to be hitting this life, or this world, this realm, in the next probably like years or so.
Bro, this shit's already up in motion, bro. Like
Probably like a
Yes.
year. Like I'll say like a year or two.
like,
Because it's still in the
bro,
process.
a year for what? You talking about like
Just
robots
until
or cause
no,
like
no, no. Like okay, so I'll say this.
cause
AI already hit.
they have AI like influencers like
They already. That's weird.
yeah bro, so
That-
so check it like they have
yeah,
like
that's
literal like AI generated influencers. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy. They can literally write a prompt and it'll generate you a AI active or what's it called avatar.
Avatar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then from there you can use it.
But
just like
you're saying that there's
human being.
like Jake Paul, like there's a literal AI person that's like
a literal AI.
what's his
Elijah.
name or her name?
Bro, it's yours.
Or
like,
is
you
it
can-
or you can make one?
you
is what I'm
make
saying.
one, bro, and bro. So the thing I've been working on is trying to develop this system. So I have this system on the foreign exchange market. Developing that system into a making an AI model and using that as an influence to create revenue. So from there, bro, it's like
So would
bro,
you be doing
it's
like
all
ads or something?
ads, bro. Like the thing with AI is that it doesn't like it's just literally collecting data, so it can do a lot of things you need it to do. Like if you have a business, like for instance, this podcast right here. When you watch YouTube, there's like those marks on a time frame you can click on and it'll be on different subjects.
Yeah.
Like you
I've
can
thought
go
about
to
that a couple times.
AI. It's called Opus Clip. You can drop the clip in there, bro, and it'll literally like chop up, make those
Section
trademark.
it.
Yeah.
That's tough.
But that's just like one of the models. Like
I mean,
about
yeah.
ChatGPT.
Yeah. I actually used ChatGPT for the podcast invite to like help me like put it together and structure it properly. But I mean, AI, it really takes over. I mean, I think it's going to be the new wave of technology. It's just I think people obviously
It's
with
gonna
new
be
things everybody's
the new
going
way of everything, bro. The new way
everybody.
of business.
Oh yeah, for
It's
sure.
business, business for sure, bro.
Don't let them be able to put it in a physical body because then they're gonna be taking people's jobs. But I mean, at the end of the day, that's why it's more important to work on skill and make sure what you doing is something that can't be replaced. For instance, like if I'm doing delivery driving, that's gonna take a while for them to be able to replace something like that because not only are you delivering packages, but you got to drive, you got to be conscious of where you're
It'll
going.
take a while for everybody to get it,
But once that do come, that's gonna be where the gap gets separated. You are either on top or the bottom.
yeah,
I'm not being on the bottom. If the rapture don't happen before then, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not. I ain't down there. I'm not gonna be down there.
Yeah, that's why I'm like blessed to have acquired this skill of trading and shit, bro. Because it's like, I mean, these financial markets aren't going anywhere.
Knowledge is power.
Yeah, knowledge is definitely power, but I feel like activation is even you know, that's like hand in hand with that. It's like if you can sit on knowledge as long as you want, you can be a smart person, but it's like, you know, you gotta activate that
Oh yeah.
that intelligence in you, bro. And
You gotta be able to use what you have for real,
yeah,
because if you can't apply what you have, then it's like you're wasting what you know. You know what I'm saying? Um, I think the biggest thing with AI is I think it's fascinating. I mean, some people they're scared about it.
yeah,
Some people encourage it. Some people are just bandwagoning off of it because they believe that there's no option. I mean, if you can't beat them, just join them. Which I don't know if you tune into Andrew Tate, but that's pretty much the mindset he has. Like, I mean, if you obviously there is going to take over in the sense of like just business, daily way of living. I'm interested. I'm not. To me personally, I don't really like. Like obviously, I would encourage using it. Now, me like being scared, I'm not scared of it. I'm not fearful of anything.
right,
Honestly, I think that AI and technology, its advancement, actually it shows like how more spiritual things are. You know what I'm saying? Because like there was, you
What do
know
you
what
mean by
CERN
that?
is?
CERN,
CERN.
CERN, I've heard of him.
CERN is it's a machine that they have. I can't remember where it might be in Ohio or something. I have no idea. Do not quote me because I don't know. I don't know where it's at. But I just know they had this machine, and they say that they activate it every some few years or whatever. And so they activated like 2 or 3 years ago, and people started freaking out. They was like, "What happened to the Fruit Loops? It's spelled different, and this is going on. Like why? Like I remember this like nostalgia, and this ain't the same.
Yeah.
Like something just happened. Like they
Like,
changed our reality." I'm
yeah,
like,
like
it's interesting, even if it's not true. I just
yeah,
think
it
it's
was a
really
pancake
interesting.
brand that did something like that. That changed the
Aunt
name.
Jemima.
Yeah.
Aunt Jemima. They said that they
Yeah.
changed the picture behind her face.
Yeah.
It was like windmills, and then
So
they
you talking
changed
about
it.
stuff like that?
Yeah, stuff like
Yeah.
that. Where it's like, I just think I basically saying like I just think it's funny because it's like the more that we advance in technology, just goes to show how much more spiritual things are real. Because it's like people
Yeah.
are like I said, like it's a time of knowledge. People are starting to figure stuff out, find stuff out. Oh, food is fake. This is fake. Oh, this is going on. Like this is under the government. The technology is advancing. Like this ain't an unknown thing. I'm not. Obviously, there's new things, but nothing under the sun is new. Like you know what I'm saying. Like if you know about spiritual stuff, you would know like this. Everything is a lot deeper than you think it is,
Yeah.
and even to the point where like there's scientists that did like recent stuff like that where there's like, well, there may be proof of a god. Like, I mean, obviously, but it's just funny to see them catching up to what spiritual people can already
known.
see, or believers in Christ, I would say, like can already see. It's like it's already there, bro. It's even in the Bible. Like everything that's happening now, like prophecies, like it's been said that stuff was going like even like the Euphrates River. And I think the Jordan River dried up recently. Both of them dried up recently. Like that was already written in the Bible thousands of years ago.
Wow.
So it's like, is it you can just go to see like, even that's basically what I'm saying is that's why I'm not scared because like it's an expected thing almost. Like
Yeah.
obviously it's interesting
you.
to see the growth, but it's like I'm not fearful. But you got other people that's like that might not know better. Or they don't really have insight towards they just freaking out to every new thing that's coming out. But I mean, have you heard about the Mark of the Beast?
Yeah.
You know about the Mark of the Beast? I was thinking about it because like, okay, so we got the AI stuff, right?
Yeah.
And then I think there was one time that I went into a store, and it said that they're adding a feature where you can like swipe with your wrist.
Yeah.
So I was like, bro, like, man, if
If
y'all
already out in China, bro.
I was like, bro, if y'all don't
That shit's
see
already-
this stuff coming
Bro,
out, like,
yeah, it's coming, bro. Whatever China does, we replicate, but
oh,
China's
for sure.
already
We get
super
everything
advanced.
from China.
Yeah, they're super advanced in the technology, bro. Like, yeah, like you say with you scan your little your wrist and whatever,
Uh huh.
and that's how you make purchases.
And that's
they
what
keep credit. They keep score credit score.
yeah, that's wild. But that's what
How much money you have in the bank.
that's
All
what
that. Bro.
the mark of the
Yeah,
beast
yeah,
talks about.
yeah.
Like you won't when it gets to this certain time, you won't be. And I'm not saying this is like tomorrow, next year, 2 years, but I'm just telling you what's to come. I'm saying like it, like the Bible talked about, said, past tense, said around this time you won't be able to buy or sell without this number or this mark in your wrist and in your forehead. And it's like, what do we got now coming out? Just now coming out, we got chips or
chips, those
because
microchips.
phones touch to pay. It started with the phones, but
Yeah,
now it's like
yeah.
people coming out with like China, the swiper thing. And then I don't know if you tuned in to Elon Musk, but he said that next year he's gonna come out with the microchip to put in people's heads.
Yeah,
So it'll like,
yeah, I know.
oh, we'll get connected with AI. Like we'll be able to think as fast as them. We don't want to be outdated and all this other stuff. But like, you think about that. Like, if you get that chip in your head, who's to say they can't fry your brain at any time?
Bro, you're
they
cooked,
can't change
bro.
whatever
like,
mindset
bro,
you have. Like,
bro, I feel like there's just one button they can press, bro, and they have us like
oh, for sure, it's all about control.
all effed up, bro.
But if you was gonna get that, here's the scariest thing. Cause he said in the podcast, he said Joe Rogan even asked him. He said, "Is this stuff like, well, not tested, but like, if somebody were to hack into it, could they hack into it?" He's like, "Yeah, they could hack into it." I mean, I was like, bro. He was like, obviously
that's all
they're
I
gonna
need,
prevent it from them, but like, it's possible to be hacked.
Yeah.
Like, bro, this computer could be hacked. My phone could be hacked.
Man, yeah,
Microphone
that's
could be hacked.
crazy. Cyber world is crazy, man. Yeah, I'm gonna stay. Me personally, I'm gonna stay away from the microchip stuff and everything. Y'all do that. That's on y'all.
You gotta get with God, bro. Get with the Lord Jesus. I know that that's what they tried to do at COVID because they just wanted to. That was just a test to see what they could do with the control.
Yeah,
like
that's how I feel. Yeah.
But then you look around like everybody's freaking out. Oh my gosh, we gotta do this. We gotta do this. We got blah 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 blah. And it's like we gotta get the thing. And I'm just like, bro, y'all freaking out for what reason, man? Yeah. It like this don't even add up. They don't make no type of medical care free, but then when it comes to this, now they want to make it free.
Yeah.
And on top of that, they threatening you if you don't take it.
Bro, it's a big I know it's a big circus world, bro. Like, this is so corrupted though, but like, bro, you gotta have faith and you gotta be tapped in God, man. Like that's the only thing that I come back to. Like, I'm always so sane. I'm always so calm because like I know that there's better days ahead. Like, just do what you're supposed to do, and then like everything will soon work its way out.
What's your thoughts on like Bitcoin?
I love Bitcoin. What do you mean?
I got $1 invested in Bitcoin.
Great, bro. I would say me personally, just looking at the markets over the last 4 years, man. Bitcoin specifically is backed up. So the reason why Bitcoin is so big is because we can do transactions within a second. So say if you have a business, I have a business, that shit we can swap that out right now without the bank. So that's why it's so big. It's because we have a blockchain that's behind Bitcoin doing the transactions, not the bank. You know what I'm saying? So it's really for the people, but at times it can get. You want to have you gotta have a good entry level of where you're holding and buying these levels at. Otherwise, if you buy it in the mid section, it can get oversaturated with information, influencers telling you to buy the product. It can get so oversaturated that it'll pump and then
drop down.
Yeah. And so you got to really be careful. But in the long run, over the course of the next 5 to 10 years, me personally, I think it'll be the main way of, especially like 15 years. I think it'll be the main
wave.
Yeah.
Well,
either that or Ethereum, which is another Bitcoin.
Ethereum, ETC.
Bitcoin. Yeah.
I would say, because I mean, I'm not really in the heavy on the new currency. I really don't know nothing about it, but I would say, cause like I said, I got $1 in Bitcoin, and that mug the share price is at like 60,000 right now. Do you? What would you say? Cause I mean, not saying like this ain't financial advice. We're not saying that. I'm just picking his mind on the topic.
It up.
But for like, if somebody really wanted to know your mind on Bitcoin, right? And they told you, "Oh, I got $1 in it." What would you suggest?
I would suggest holding that dollar for dear life, so that dollar can turn into $100 or $1,000. Like that's like man, it's really it's so much
But does
money
that
involved in
would
this
that
shit,
even
dog.
work? Cause like
Yeah.
to me, I okay, say like it skyrockets again in the next some years. My mind would be thinking like if it hits that crazy number, it probably hit like $1,000 or less, like $100 off of
So
$1.
yeah, exactly, exactly.
But that's
So
only $1. That's not enough.
yeah, but so that's why you invest like maybe $1,000, so that way you can get $100,000. You know what I'm saying, or stuff like that. So that's what I've been like. That's what we teaching inside of the community right now. Just learning how the markets work. You know what I'm saying? Just learning about the numbers and stuff. Buying low, selling high. Yeah. When talking about Bitcoin specifically, uh, I would say this. I would give you a better stock, quote unquote, to buy. I would buy a tech stock, NAS 100. Just
I think I have a tech.
Yeah.
Wait.
To
Hold
me personally, tech is the front runner in front of Bitcoin because, I mean, Bitcoin is essentially a tech index because they have the blockchain and everything behind that. But yeah, I would say tech and the NAS 100, bro. Hold that, and bro, you would definitely see some gains on that because I mean it's tech. You got computer chips, batteries, AI. Like it's tech is literally the next wave of the world. So
Oh yeah.
buying a tech stock would be extremely valuable in the long run.
So I think well, okay. So this is what the thing was. So the guy that I listened to at Revelation Church in California, which I'm actually going there to visit this October, but there's the dude that I look at, right? His name is Prophet Levy, and so he said that he gave a prophetic word that in the last at the end of this year, and I think I sent that video to our family group chat. But he said that by the end of this year it'll be a famine, and he said every 7 to 8 years or so, something like that, there's always a spiritual pattern, and so it'll be like war, famine, pestilence, and if you go track back
Real quick,
7 years,
elaborate
7
on
years.
famine. What do you mean by that?
So it's gonna be a famine like with the economy. So like basically like everybody's gonna be struggling within the economy. So here, China's gonna be like having some issues, and it's already started. But like he said, it's gonna really hit in this November, I think, by the end of this year, going into like next year.
Okay.
And so he also prophesied, and he said that just be really prayerful that the Lord sustains us in America and it's His people, because America's going to go. It will go through a lot of stuff if we don't be prayerful. Cool. And he said he's like praying for it to happen. The famine will happen, but like he's saying like he's praying for like some other stuff not to happen.
Yeah, right.
Because he said that he even sees like someone trying to persist like another terrorist attack on on America. Like they'll try to make it seem like the same thing like they did in 2001.
You know about the BRICS companies, right? Well, basically, all of our there's these BRIC countries. Like I forgot who's in them, but there's like 12 of them. But they're like the major major countries that we do business with. But we owe them tons of money. Like I wish I could think of at least one country. I don't want to say a name or country and then be wrong, but it's like maybe like Russia, maybe like China, something like that.
Just an educated guess.
Yeah, but So they're basically all like we owe them so much money. You know what I'm saying? So
I believe it.
so with what you call it, a famine?
A famine, yeah.
A famine. So yeah, that's probably like one of the reasons because like we owe so much money to all these countries that are helping us do
It's a lot of
business.
It's a lot of
So,
stuff going on.
From there, it starts a recession.
Yeah,
or a
yeah.
famine, whatever.
Financially, that's what they would call like a recession,
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
much, or like politically. Well, financially, I think. More
Okay.
Financially.
So yeah, we was on the same page. Like that's what I was thinking about the whole time you were saying it. It was like it sounded like a recession.
Low key, yeah.
But you know.
But that bro, yeah, that's what's coming. He was just like, bro, like he said, everybody just be in prayer that what's to come does not come, because he saw it getting wicked, like some wild stuff going on.
Oh yeah.
So,
have you ever seen what's that movie?
2012.
Huh?
2012.
Nah, well, 2012 was crazy too, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I was a young boy back then when I seen that. So I thought like that shit was actually gonna happen.
I thought well, not already happened, but I thought it was. Yeah, I thought it was gonna happen because it wasn't even 2012 yet.
Nah, but I was like young and still like mind boggled. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, watching this movie, I think it's always actually about to happen. What's this?
So, I'm trying to get my Cash App to what I showed and invested in, but I can't pull it up on here at least. Yeah, I can't pull it up on here.
Yeah. What movie was that though?
Yeah, it's not gonna let me pull it up on here.
So how your brothers doing, bro?
They cool. They doing their thing.
What's Jeremiah up to?
I don't know. He said he's been in grind mode. Just
Yeah, I'm already
grinding out.
knowing. Last time I talked
He
to
got
him,
a
he
little-
said he was about his pate.
Yeah, he got a little girl now too.
Oh, that's good.
He
That's
got
good.
his name. What's funny is his girlfriend's name is Trinity.
Mm.
Which, if you don't know, that's also another name of my siblings. Just want to pick your brain on it. But where do you feel like you are, like spiritually with God and stuff like that, or in God or whatever?
That's a great question, man. It's always good to reflect on how you and God's relationship. You know, me personally, I feel like, I mean, of course, we can always do better and diving deep in our word and stuff like that. But spiritually, I'm doing pretty well. You know, just ultimately just trying to be a good example for those coming behind me. You know what I'm saying? Like I got my little nephew. He's right behind me. He's just started school, so just trying to make sure he's good and everything. But yeah, spiritually, I've been feeling good. Like really tapped in. Like, man, it's just endless of words I can say. But man, I'm feeling good spiritually. Like, yeah, I've been meditating and stuff like that. Like, you know, just trying to walk in my higher consciousness, you know, and in my greatness and stuff like that. What about you, though, bro?
I mean, man, it's been, like I said at the beginning, it's just like real eye opening, cause just like even I actually went on a fast, and I said this before too, but I went on a fast.
Fasts
the
are
Lord
great, bro. Those are like the best things.
The Lord told me to go on a fast for like 13 days, and
Like what type of fast?
like it was like obviously, like, because when you eat too much, like you don't want to be too much you don't want to give too much to your flesh, because when you're doing too much stuff for your flesh, where you like having sex, you like smoking too much, or like drinking too much, or eating too much, it takes away from like your spirit being able to speak to you and stuff like that. So in this time, obviously I wasn't eating too much, like I was trying to take it light. And so when I was fasting, I was getting attacked, like, because I've dealt with lust, right? And so I was getting attacked throughout this whole, towards like the end of it, a lot, like heavy with like just desire, like lust and stuff. Yeah. And so I fell a couple of times, and like when I came out, I was like, bro, I feel like I felt like I was doing it, like I was like, Lord, please don't like please, I didn't want to do this fast in vain, like forgive me, you know what I'm saying? Obviously I came from a place of repentance, and I really didn't want to do nothing with it, and I felt so disgusted. But the Lord forgave me, of course, but coming out of it, it was just like, dang, like and I was trying to keep myself away from that mindset. Like, oh, like nothing happened. Like I didn't do anything for my spirit. But the time that came on, since then, bro, like my whole life has changed. Like I have like I have more dream, like I have my dreams. Like I could always dream, but the way that I dream now is like different. So like I can dream, and then I can also interpret my dream. So like God's given me like the wisdom and understanding ability to interpret my dream. Like, okay, I know what this means, and I know what that means. Cause like your dream always doesn't mean automatic. Oh well, I slapped somebody that was hanging out the car.
Yeah.
Like that. Like to you, you might like, oh, I just smacked somebody out the car. But what he's trying to tell you might be completely different from what you just saw.
Yeah. Or what
So
you
it's
just
like
did or whatever.
he started giving me like different things, how to interpret my dreams and stuff like that. And so that happened. Then I had like an encounter. I had a spiritual encounter in like a night vision. So it's like a dream, but it's like a vision. So it's like it's not just a dream, but it's like it's a little different. So it's like it seems like a dream at first, but it's really not a dream. Like you can tell. And so God came to me in the form of Mama actually one time. And so he told me my purpose. And then from there, like I had like, bro, when I tell you, I've been walking like authority, like spiritual authority too. Like I got up and like prayed over the house one day because like my spirit told me like I was under attack, like spiritually. And it's been so
Good, bro.
bunch of stuff, bro. Like I'm telling, like, and then, bro, you seen on my Facebook?
What happened?
On my Facebook, bruh, hold on, go to Facebook. You got your phone on you?
Yeah, let me see.
Go
What
to,
you
I gotta
talking
show
about.
you this because this was crazy. I didn't expect this at all. At least to me, it's crazy. But
What you talking about, real quick?
on my Facebook, right? It should be like the pinned. It'll be like the pinned post that I got there.
You talking about this?
Yeah, that's
yeah,
it. That's
this
it.
it?
Yeah, that's it. So if you click it, so the Lord told me like the Lord told me like I was just sitting there because I was talking about numerology one day to Uncle Eric, and so I completely forgot about it. And so one of the prophets the prophet that I listened to, he said something about numerology. He said like everything that God puts in this world, the enemy tries to pervert.
Yeah.
Not saying you should get into numerology because it can still be dangerous nowadays, but God does use certain stuff. So he said that, and this is like a week ago before this happened. So I'm like just thinking, and like out of nowhere, the Holy Spirit tells me like just like even before I watched this, right? He just kept telling me I need to like basically like about my purpose, but I need to read like because he set my heart on Joshua and Jeremiah because we all got biblical names, but we also like need to be complimenting each other with our purposes and stuff. So I'm just like thinking, I'm just like, we gotta read our like the books of the Bible, like, and then some told me like we need to read each other's, and so some more time went, like a week goes by, and then randomly out of nowhere, he's like, read the book of the Bible, but use like the numbers in your birthday.
That's
so
tough.
so I had June, right, which was 06/01 2001. And so I took June, which was 6, which was the 6th book in the Bible. So it's Joshua, which was funny because I was just thinking like we should read each other's books.
That's tough.
So it's Joshua. Then I go to the first chapter because that's day 1. So then he said, look at the verses, which was the time that you were born. So the time that I was born was at 3:57 p.m. So I went to verses 3, 5, and 7. And then each one of those, because if you actually read that chapter,
so that's what you was.
yeah, if you actually read that chapter, those were the only 3 automatic verses that spoke like was saying like I will do, like he was saying like I will walk with you as I walked with Moses, blah blah. And then you go in between like verse 4, verse 6, and it was completely something different. But it was funny how on 3, 5, and 7, it all said was pertaining to I'm gonna walk with you, I'm gonna give you this. This is gonna be like your portion, and like stuff like that. And I'm not quoting it perfectly, but it was just talking about. It was weird because if you read in between the verses, it wasn't even saying like the exact same thing, or like it wasn't even continuation for real, but it was still like it was just like it blew my mind. So I was just like, Lord, oh, you crazy. Like, I was like, the way you be operating and working. So I just been learning a lot more about my purpose and calling. Um,
That's
and
good,
recently he's
man.
been telling me like I'm supposed to be like an apostle in some way, like
No, for real, man.
leading,
For
teaching.
real. For real. Uh, I agree too, bro. You the biggest one out of the three. You know, you done, bro. You do a lot of unseen work. You know.
For real, bro. I appreciate it, man.
And yeah, bro. Like I already know, bro. Just from talking to you and just seeing you grow. Like yeah, I can. You one of the ones. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like that's what it is, bro.
bro, it's
You gotta have that purpose.
lately I just man like my mind at least like recently just life don't I don't like I care about life but like I see it different like bro all of it and I was talking to Dejan. I don't know if he met Dejan.
Yeah,
I
I
think
know
he
they
met
done.
once.
Yeah,
But
shout
I
out,
was
bro.
talking to him and I'm like, bro, none of this stuff matters. Like relationships, like I'm not saying it doesn't matter. It matters, but like the way that I'm thinking, it don't matter. Like my like, bro, like this computer,
Like
bro, like money don't matter.
yeah,
Like girls
I
don't
got a
matter. Like
quick question, bro. Like
yeah,
I know the end goal is to be in heaven and everything. Like,
mm-hmm.
but and yet the materialism on this earth doesn't really matter.
Oh yeah, yeah,
But
yeah. Stir
what
up all
what
your
would
treasures in
what
heaven.
would be your heaven on earth? Because I know for me personally, it would be, good friendships, good faith, just I would say good
Honestly,
friendships is key.
good friendships are great.
Cause I feel like
My go
I
ahead,
feel
go
like
ahead, go
there's
ahead.
like nothing better than just hanging around with your friends and just
Mm-hmm.
enjoying a good laugh. Like
Yeah,
top or bottom, like it doesn't get no better than that. You know what I'm saying? So
that them points where it's like, all right, yeah, bro, we had like a cool little laugh, especially when you like wheezing and dying, bro. That'd be the best. My if I answered genuinely, like my heaven on earth, um, I would say I like it would still be spiritual for me because even like spiritual stuff, I see it is more real than the physical
yeah,
tangible
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Like the more spiritual you are, the more aware of that you are of the spirit. So it's like how I see it, bro, is like doing the will, like doing, living out my purpose exactly, like everything that God is like meant for me. That's my heaven on earth, cause it's like I'm still in His will. But bro, like my whole life, I felt like I'm meant for more than just what I see or what I'm dealing with. Like I'd say like there was a time where I was even telling myself I feel like not saying like I shouldn't be alive right now, but like I feel like I should be living a life of sacrifice so much like I could take a bullet for somebody right now. Like I was just feeling like that, like bro, like it was just like different. Like I was like this stuff don't I don't know,
Yeah,
this stuff don't
you
matter.
got
Like
that energy, boy.
something like but that's what happens, bro. Like when God wants you for something, like once you get to the point of listening to Him, because some people are called and some people are meant for more, but like they're not in a place of listening to the word. They won't get
Yup.
that feeling like, oh, I gotta do this. Like God wants me to do this, and that. But I'm at that place where like, bro, I'm just trying to please the Lord, low key, like, or high key, I guess you say. But it's like, bro, like I want to go full throttle, do my purpose and calling, cause once I get to heaven, bro, like my goal isn't really just to get to heaven, but like when I get to heaven, my first thought is like, Lord, did I please you? You know what I'm saying? Like, did I like I want to be able to look back, or we probably I guess we'll be forgetting about this life, but there might I don't know. I don't really know that if we'll still talk about certain stuff from past lives or not. But if we do, don't call me. If we do, I want to be able to look like I'm glad that I listened, or I'm glad that I did this, or you know what I'm saying, lived it like this. Cause bro, you be seeing so many people that be like, bro, I had it all. I had women, I had money, I had this, I had that, and I still feel depressed. I still feel, and it's just like, bro, I don't want to feel like that. But when I do this, bro, like even me doing this and like still,
You talking about like the podcast?
yeah, like pertaining it to something I'm supposed to do, cause there be times where
Each one teach one. Yeah.
I've had like conversations, or I haven't like I feel like I wasn't talking really about like Christ, or I wasn't really having like um a conversation. I was really helping somebody for real.
Yeah.
And it don't even gotta be all of just about spiritual stuff, but even like mentally or physically, what to do better for your life. And
Yeah.
I just felt not conflicted, but I felt like empty. Like, bro, like I could have. That was a waste of time. You know what I'm saying? So for me, like it don't matter what I'm doing. I feel like heaven on earth for me would just be fulfilling my purpose,
Yeah.
really.
Yeah.
But I mean, if I had to say like what I really enjoy on earth is
Yeah, give me
quality time
quality time.
with no, I would say this. I love lo-fi music with some thunderstorms. And if I can have like one of them edit moments, like on TikTok they be making stuff like that, have one of them edit moments where it's like thunderstorming and then lo-fi music playing, and it like I'm saving the world or something. I don't know,
feel
like
that.
some superhero stuff.
Yeah,
Or
sitting
like
on top of the building or something like that.
yeah, or like with a woman that I like, with my woman like that I really love and hold dear to my heart, like just watching the sunset. That's meaningful to me, like
Yeah, I feel that.
stuff like that. Cause I mean, even with friends, bro, I feel like, cause I got people that's my. I don't even like saying friends. I like saying brothers, cause like I take stuff like that serious. Like
Yeah.
if I'm willing to call you my friend, I'd rather you be close to me as a brother. But even with that, it's like so many people are spread out that most of my time is spent by myself, and I'm not. At least people know me now. Like I'm not even the type that just outside of like family and close people. I don't really just associate myself with
I feel.
too many people no more. It's just like I don't.
Me personally, I feel like for the past 4 years, I was in monk mode for so long, bro.
Just to
Just
yourself.
outside of society to myself, trying to just grind in the gym and stuff like that. That me personally, I've actually like tried to be a little bit more open this whole year. Especially, you don't really know. We're gonna have to talk off camera, but like some crazy stuff happened.
Oh, bro.
So I'm really like, cause bro, when you have a vision and it's real detailed and you have a roadmap, bro, you're going to do anything you can to get to that vision. You know what I'm saying? To make that a reality. So for me, like, yeah, bro, I wasn't talking to none of my friends, hanging out. I was working 7 days a week, like
But
just really grinding, like with that young energy, just trying to do something for me. Like, I don't know if you know, but it's a guy you should listen to. His name is Gary V, and he just does real well with like I heard him. He was like, bro, my whole freaking 20s, all I did was work. You know what I'm saying? And now he has everything he ever can ever imagine. So, but with that tying into the monk mode thing, like this whole year, I just been trying to just relax. You know what I'm saying? Just unwind a bit. You know what I'm saying?
take the time to rest.
Yeah, see my family a little bit.
I mean, even
You know.
God rested the seventh day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You gotta have rest, bro.
Yeah.
You gotta have that time to yourself to refocus, like readjust yourself. Cause I mean, that's how some people work themselves into the grave or put themselves in a bad place mentally. Like you
Yeah.
might be getting this outcome or doing this for yourself, but at the same time, you put your mental space at an expense. Like you put in your. I would say this, like your body can be damaged and repaired, but your mind can never be repaired because that's the only organ in your body that's really like once it's damaged, that's damaged. And all them emotions and thoughts ties into it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you gotta care about your mental health, especially as men, because we have the most mental health issues out of the women and us.
Yeah. Especially black men.
For sure. So it's just like care about your mental health. Take that serious. And your spirit
I didn't
and
know
your
mental
body.
health was like when I used to always see like stuff about like depression and stuff like that, and I'm like, I know you heard this about Andrew Tate. He's like, however I feel, it doesn't really matter because I have duty to feel, or I have a duty to conquer, or
Oh yeah, I heard.
so like me, I never really died into the thought of depression or being depressed, but I will say like There are like I don't know, man. Like I don't know, it's just a mindset thing, bro.
It is
Like for
mindset.
me, I would tell myself like I'm not gonna get depressed, but it's like
I mean, you get there,
yeah, you do get there, but it's like
but it's like it's still a mentality thing because the same way you got there, you can get yourself out. It just
yeah,
takes a little bit
facts.
more
Facts.
effort.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
You
that's what I'm
climb down,
saying.
you fall down a well. Obviously, it was no effort falling. Obviously, when you climb back up, it's gonna take effort.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
but after that climb, bro, you're 2 times stronger.
Oh yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Just like when we work out, you know, when you work out afterwards, you're gonna feel weak. But that next day, you already know you're gonna see the pump in the mirror. You're gonna be like, oh yeah, let me take this flick real quick.
oh yeah.
Yeah, bro, we gotta get in the gym soon, man.
We get in the gym. We got come. The sun's going down too, bro. We got to come back to another one, but I appreciate you.
This is part
getting
one.
on to the
This
thing.
is part one.
Part one. Part one.
All
Yes,
love.
sir. Deuce out. Stay safe.